who goes. It's Gregory. Moving fast. If you drink the coffee, you will. Today is rainy. Just like yesterday, the morning was constant rain. One of those forecasts where it said 100% of probability of rain. And hopefully this is the last of it, and there will be some nice weather later. It's actually nice reclaiming all this water before the autumn. Good for the insects, trees. Oh, look at this, it's like a pond here. Drainage. They should build another drainage. I wonder if you went there and asked, can I have a barbecue place? They will say, yes, they're all free. And I think you don't need to pay anything. You just have to reserve it. Look at these bushes. Stuff just grows after the rain like you've never seen. It's hard to maintain. These people keep on cutting and cutting and cutting. Fall, spring, summer and autumn. So much work. Rain or sunshine, they cut. Imagine how yucky this gets when it's rainy and all the cut grass sticks to you. Wow, what's growing over there? Mushrooms? Some mushroom explosion here. Well, I guess this is the right climate and weather, because mushrooms grow after rain. Look at this. They're like mushrooms everywhere. Pretty cool, huh? I think it's not inedible ones. Oh, gust of wind coming, gust of wind. Actually, there's typhoon far in the south. Maybe that's why this weather is crazy like this. Typhoon weather. If you know which mushrooms are good, it's probably a good time to go and pick a few, because no one else will be. Oh, park service coming. There's their car. Tiny K-van. Look at this scooter engine. Scooter engine and a little car like that. They are so cheap and handy, and they don't burn lots of fuel. These trees are still growing here. This is a blinky as I call it. It charges during day, and in the night it blinks, so that when you're cycling here it's easy to not cause an accident. Woodman, welcome. Did you ever get... Yeah, I did get my car. I remember I was waiting for it and waiting, and I did get it, yes. I don't know the good mushroom. Yeah, better not take chances, because you only make one mistake and that's it. But if you are maybe from Europe and you know which ones are good, then you can pick them easily here. Probably the similar ones that are edible are also growing here. And yeah, for the car, they finally told me, we have it, come and pick it up. And I arrived, and they had like this round, English breakfast style, where you put all those cakes and sweets on those round multi-story plates. They had one of these things with some sweets and with my name on it, like in the frame. It was so cool. And then I walked around the car, just checked for scratches, got some rough explanation, what is what, how to drive it, and off I went. Absolutely cool. It's driving nicely. It saves so much fuel. It's like incredibly efficient compared to my previous car. The technology has advanced a lot in more than 10 years. It's quite fantastic. It also has this system where you cannot back into the wall or obstacle behind you. I've already tested it because I was backing into something so super slowly, and indeed it did stop the car from completely bumping. I was very close though. Nice to see things like that. I remember I was going to some jewel museum. Where was it? Hakone, where Mount Fuji is, those places. And I was backing, but I didn't see the black volcanic rock in the shade what I was backing into. And I backed right into that rock, and as you know, the rock is very sharp, and it did impinge on my back fender. And I finally died eating mushrooms here that they believe they were. Yeah. You have to be very, very careful with stuff like that. These mushrooms are. You will die if you make a mistake. Even in Poland, many people pick mushrooms, and there's always someone who ate the poisonous one. But there's also one type of mushroom in Poland that looks very, very close to the edible one, and maybe most people make a mistake on that one. But I think my parents are still picking mushrooms. They learn in Poland, and in Canada they also pick them around some park somewhere. But they're delicious. If you pick fresh mushrooms, really good stuff. But mushrooms grow really quickly after the rain, and if it's the right temperature, they come really quickly, and then they decompose really quickly. So you have to be there at the right time to pick them. But here in Japan, there's lots of mushrooms available. There are lots of mushrooms available in the grocery stores. So, and they're very cheap. You can just buy them, do whatever with them, scrambled eggs, soups, lots of things. No, that mushroom is probably the edible one from the picture, or the spores you saw when you bought it. So rainy, and it actually got very cold. This morning was only 14 degrees Celsius, like freezing cold compared to last week. It was 31 almost. What a jump. I really want to go hiking around Mount Fuji, but every time I look and this weather comes, I give up. And then it's even worse because I see it's snowing there. And you don't really wanna go there in such depressing weather. Sunshine is nice, but anything else, it's crazy. Airplane. Another flight to the islands in the south. Can't wait to get the flight sticks, pedals and throttle for Christmas. I think I'm gonna be flying in my flight simulators. I'm ready. I was so hyped last year, and my flight sticks, they started to malfunction, but they were really old, more than 10 years maybe. Gonna fly around Mount Fuji and Yokohama and Tokyo, and maybe fly somewhere else. Maybe I'll do the flight to Hokkaido. But one of these days I wanna figure out how to fly helicopters. So it's coming. Oh, look at the shape of this leaf. Reminds me of what is it called? Nettle? I think it's nettle. In Europe it grows everywhere, but it stings if you touch it, with your fingers or skin. It just stings you, and then you get blisters. So maybe something like poison ivy, but instant reaction, and it hurts. My God, it hurts. Oh, and my aunts are coming today. I got a nice coupon for free aunts, and they're coming. I just forgot their name. What were their name? Famelica, something Famelica. But they're carnivorous and they don't go to sleep. This means I'm gonna have fun observing them through the whole winter. And they move slowly. What a nice evolutionary trait. I gotta buy some chicken for them. I heard they eat anything. Roasted chicken. Ordered mealworms last week. Yummy stuff. Oh my gosh. My trousers are wet. Ah. So much moisture. So much rain. Oh my gosh, I almost stepped on a hornet. Look at this great Asian hornet. Trying to flip upside down. Whoa. Wanna sting me. I bet it got bumped by the water. That's the end of the life for these guys. All hornets die. I think they made this slope for a wheelchair so that you don't need to go up this heavy slope. This one is gentler. It looks like they don't cut anything. Maybe it's good for the environment. All these plants are preparing for winter. Huh. Getting yellow now. Oh, gentleman ghost. Did you do any climbing? I didn't, because it was raining like this and I just didn't go. It just looked miserable, and then it was snowing there, so I will go again. But when? Maybe this weekend, maybe not. As you know, safety first. You don't wanna slip and twist an ankle or break your leg. Yeah, this weather is just rainy. Strong winds too. But where I go hiking is fortunately just forest, so wind will be shielded by the trees. But it's nice, not many people know there are trails there. It's worth going. I also prepared my geocaching containers, so they're ready. I just need to hide them in the forest, which is the most exciting stuff. Ideally, I want to put some rocks on them by some tree, but I realized that maybe there won't be any rocks. Oh, sorry, I misread your thing. Climbing practice for preparing Mount Fuji? No, because I always walk, so you don't really need any climbing practice. You just go. Yeah, I know there's always some American hurricane coming. It's crazy. Here somehow it's okay. I mean, there's one typhoon now, but I don't know where it's gonna fly. It's gonna make funny weather over the weekend, so maybe I won't go again. Maybe. It's always like that. But for Mount Fuji, you just have to realize that there's less oxygen up there. But you know, I've never been to such mountain where there is less oxygen. So Mount Fuji is a really good experience, since it's not like super high, but you can know if you are susceptible to it in some way or not. You didn't have any altitude? Of course I did. Headaches, nausea, music in my mind. I was climbing at night, so maybe I was half asleep. And it's just, you're so fatigued you cannot move your legs up to walk. So you know, the distance can be very tiny, but you know, the times on these distances are adjusted to, you know, how much effort you can put into walking. So they take forever. But also, I think once you pass 3,300 meters, you need to change clothes to different clothes, because it just gets colder and colder. And then also, maybe this is your last opportunity to really eat. You know, when you have no oxygen, you cannot, you will have trouble digesting stuff, and anything you eat up there feels like you have completely no appetite, like as if you have fever or something, you know, that kind of feeling. And then you have to keep on hydrating, and you cannot even sip water. Look, they're cutting grass in the rain today. They're resting here. Did you climb by yourself? Of course, I climbed by myself 4 times. It's not difficult. If you can go slow and handle the lack of oxygen, you'll be fine. But just don't go like really fast, because you know, you're gonna die from exhaustion. Like, your body cannot absorb this oxygen up there. So it's possible to burn out, and gosh, I guess they will have to call a helicopter to get you down, for which I think you have to pay yourself. But then it's better than dying up there. So many people die. Lots of injuries. You slip, or you know, stuff like that. Sharp rocks, but usually it's, you know, gravel. It's not that bad, depending also which course you take. I went through all 4 hiking trails up there, so I know them exactly. And it's a tremendous what do you call it, effort on your shoes. You will notice like your shoe soles will be used up after you go up there and come back. Never go in like in tennis shoes or anything. I don't think you would have any shoes left. And of course you need some protection from weather, raincoat, food. I think the minimum was 2 liters of water, which is super heavy. And I think you're gonna run out of 2 liters anyway if you drink a lot. Fortunately, there are also toilets up there, but you have to pay for them, so you have to carry heavy coins. How high have I been? To the top, to the complete top. And then I was periscoping from there, because there weren't many people and the signal was really good. Someone's playing tennis in the rain. Did you watch the sunrise? I did. I was maybe 20 minutes away from the summit because I started climbing at night. I left at 10 p.m. and I almost got there at 5, and I got nice sunrise because the clouds were low and I was just lucky, no rain, and then beautiful view from the top, like airplane style view. It was quite cool. Very worth going, but going there at night is also exhausting, and there's no light. Like seriously, if your light breaks down, you will not know where to go. Like you cannot see with your eyes without anything, except when it's full moon. So you have to have a light and a backup light. When you hike at night, you get these headlights. You put the headlight on, and you switch it to a red color, because if you do it at normal white light, is too much for your eyes. Like you'll get strain from looking, and some people they get motion sick because your light is like shining everywhere when you turn your head, and your eyes don't coordinate well, and you can just vomit. But when you switch to the red one, that's much more forgiving, and it's very faint light, but it illuminates the way, and it doesn't make you go crazy. And I didn't lose the trail. There were so many people climbing. It was just a traffic jam all the way to the top. That many people. So now they started to limit the number of climbers to not have that traffic jam, because it's terrible. Anyway, that's how it went. Once the sun rises, it just burns. It just burns. You have to cover all your skin. You have to put glasses. You have to put mask on because there's volcanic ash and dust flying. It's just sun will burn you, or you inhale the dust or something, which will exhaust you. Not good for your lungs. And the way down, you're so high, so it's like an airplane view. So when you look down at your trail, it goes into basically infinity. Like you cannot see the end of it. That's how far it goes. So it's really sucks there. If you just came to the top, your lack of oxygen, and you turned going down, and the sun is up there, and you see this trail into infinity, and you walk and walk and walk. And of course, going down is much faster, but still it takes forever. It's like driving in the prairies in Canada and thinking, yeah, it's a 9-hour drive, so like, are we there yet? Oh God, only 2 hours passed. I cannot do it anymore. That kind of feeling. How long did it take you from the base to summit and back? There are different bases, right? The longest one is 9 hours up and 3 hours down. The shortest one is 4 hours up, and the other one was I forgot. But I went from the shortest and the longest and everything in between, and everyone looks different. But it's really exhausting, keeping a heavy backpack on you, trying to eat, hydrate. Oh man, I saw some army guys. They had almost no problem. They were ahead of me. I was breathing like I'm gonna die. Some other lady asked me, "Are you okay?" I'm doing the no. Don't do the easiest one. The easiest one is the killer one. This is the one where lots of people die. I did the long. I suggest you do the longest one because it's like the. I think it's the easiest one, although it's the longest one. The shortest one. Oh my God! Going up, it's killer because its slope is crazy, and going back down. You cannot also go down because it's also steep and you don't want to slip and kill yourself on a rock. But the long one has a gentle slope, 9 hours to the top. Then you can go around and then you can come back by sliding on the gravel. So 9 hours go. If you start running, you might even get off in 2 hours, less than 3 hours, which is spectacular if you are sick from lack of oxygen. Basically you run down the slope and you have a special what do you call it, gaiters on your shoes so that the ash doesn't get into your shoes, and you keep on sliding like as if it's like ski or something, and you use your sticks to balance yourself. And yeah, that was the best one. But your shoes, the shoes will be so worn after that. I had to buy new shoes after that. Anyway, I gotta get going. Thanks guys for coming. Have a nice Wednesday in the future. Tomorrow maybe will be better sunshine. So take care everyone. Bye for now. Scoping down.